Excited to be on here. Excited to see all these awesome faces. Yeah, over 80,000 in malls last year, and it's something I love doing. And you hit all the high points, Anthony. And so just to reiterate some of those, it is a grind, and it's gonna be a grind. But I think you said it just right. You need to treat the mall as if you're going into your biggest fair, because it has the potential to be that. It's just a matter of what you make it. So I'm going to kind of go through a lot of different tips. Anthony specifically asked me, he's like, hey, what makes you you? Like, what is different that's happening at these malls? So I want to make sure I give you really just the high points. Some of it you're probably going to hear, maybe two or even probably from all three of the speakers, of like what all the top people are actually doing here. If you hear it three times, definitely makes sense. If you hear it twice, you should probably have it in your notes by then. But regardless, a lot of good stuff. And so the biggest thing for me that I've realized, and I'll go into a little bit more detail on this, but it is up to you to create business at the mall. It will feel busy, but it's not a home show. People aren't there to buy Cutco. They're not there looking at things for their home. Like you said, they're probably on a mission. They are in and out doing something else. So my whole philosophy is, how can I disrupt that flow? Right? How can I politely disrupt their flow? They weren't thinking, oh, here, I'm going to go see Cutco, right? I want to go get this, or I want to buy that for myself, whatever. Like they are, I'm going to go in here, I'm going to go to the Apple store, I'm going to go to this store, I'm going to go to that store, I'm going to get out this way as quick as I can, right? They're normally on a mission. So we have to be able to politely disrupt that flow and quickly engage and get them to go, huh, I hadn't thought about that. And look at it as what we're doing. So there's that. So getting new customers and engaging or Cutco owners. And then the second thing is driving your current customers and leveraging that customer base, not only for themselves, but referrals to come out to the booth as well to come see you at the mall. So I went and looked up a little bit of numbers. I was just curious, and I thought this was interesting. I went back to 2019 just to see kind of the past like 4 or 5 years of like what malls were like for me. And one thing that's been consistent every holiday season at my main mall in Augusta, again, I do hop around and do a couple of different malls within the division, but the main one is in my hometown. In 2019, 2020, 2022, and 2023, I was right between 14 and 16,000 in new business. And that has been consistent for those four data points. But the one thing that changed is what I can create. In 2019, I did 7,000 in past customer business. 2020, 8,000, still grew, kind of figuring things out. And just like Anthony mentioned, hey, we should probably be doing this whole like service at the mall sort of thing. We're already paying to be here. I implemented it in 2022. 18,000 in past customer business with about 17,000 a new customer. And then 2023 at my main mall, 14,000 a new customer, 28,000 in past customer business. And I realized that was the biggest thing that I was able to create. So I wanted to figure out how many opportunities can I get? How many more pitches or how many more at bats can I have by bringing in my customer base that already trusts me, already likes me, will already listen to my recommendations, and just simply wants to do business with me, especially around the holiday season. So that's one thing I'm really proud about, and I really love continuing to grow. And yeah, so let's kind of get into it. First thing I want to say, guys, the prep work starts now. You are in it, and I'm proud of you guys for having this call, for hosting this, for where you guys are out, for simply being on here and taking these notes and understanding. After you get your shifts, as soon as you know what it is you're doing, you need to start working on that prep work. You need to start preparing for what the malls will look like. Step number one, sharpening your skills. You guys are doing it right now, having this call. Know your product knowledge. Be really good. Understand that you can deliver exceptional service. And the way I see service is getting your client as much customer as possible. So knowing what it is you're talking about, being fully prepared for the interactions that you are going to have, and make sure you are absolutely ready to go. I know you talked a little bit about inventory management, but inventory management is really important and it is key during the holiday season. One little tip that I use if I'm not always just doing service for my customers, but I'm working with someone local and they're like, hey, I wanted to buy this and this. I'm like, oh, we actually have it available at our mall. I'm going to be there tomorrow from this time to this time. Could you just come meet me real quick? I don't know about you, but I feel more confident in myself to upsell a customer while I'm face to face with them rather than over the phone. So sure, I could take the order, sell them the two knives, and try and ask a couple of questions and like get that engagement. But if I can have them pick up the two knives and then I have the opportunity to sell them a lot more while I'm face to face, that's what I'm going to do every single time. If they're within like, 30, 45 minutes and you can tell like they'd be willing to drive just to come see you, I love doing that. So when I'm working with customers, they're like, hey, we have that here. Come pick it up at the mall. Third key, booth display, your booth setup. You want to be visually appealing and organized because you want to display, you want to attract those customers to come in. Again, polite disruption. Huh. Oh, I didn't even realize Cutco was here, right? You want it big and bold. You want them to know, especially people that know Cutco and love Cutco. You want them to see it from all sides possible and know that what it is. And you want to be different because we're not just the skincare people. We're not just popping up to sell little ornaments. We're not just a little kiosk. It's a big freaking deal that Cutco's at the mall, and you need to let them know that because we're not there year round. So make it special. Make it a big deal and let every single customer know that. I'll give you a key phrase in that later on. But having a quality looking booth display, keeping things polished, keeping things clean, having the right lighting, just having everything shining and looking good is what we want for. And the key thing, marketing, marketing, marketing. That prepares now. Once you know your shift, once you know your dates, what are you doing for marketing? I personally send out postcards. I have a QR code that invites my past customers for service. It lets them know exactly where I'm at in the mall, and it has a referral program for my past customers to bring their friends and family into the mall to see me. I'm treating this like a state fair, like a key event, because that's how much we sell at it and that's how much it has to grow. So whatever it is you're doing, have that plan. When are you sending out the emails? If you're already doing content emails, plan around that. Are you sending out text to people in the area? Are you doing any postcards? Are you doing a voice drop? What it is you are doing to get your past customers that already trust you to know that you're going to be there. So like my mall this year, I already have 4 customers scheduled for service that are expecting to come see me. They're already ready, and I'm only there for 9 days this year because that's how my schedule worked out. But again, already have that marketing plan as soon as you know it and start working with those past customers. So again, prep work starts now. So continue to build from here. Next thing, guys, energy management. I'm guilty pleasure of Chick-fil-A at the mall. I love it. It's great. I have a working relationship with mine now that they will come and just, I love it, Marissa. They will come and literally deliver it to me. So I can put in the app like, hey, I'm at the Cutco booth, and a worker will leave and come drop it off to me whenever I want. Amazing convenience, but I can't eat Chick-fil-A every single day, which I would love to. It's great. I know ahead of time. So energy management, you've got to fuel for performance. You got to know what it is you're putting in your body. Now, everyone may be a little different. And it's awesome. It sounds like you guys have 2 reps there most of the time. Some of our malls, we don't have the staffing for it. We have 1 people most of the time. So they're like, dude, I can't even drink water because I can't leave. I'm like, okay, that sucks. But for you guys, you have 2 people, stay hydrated, have your meals figure out, know if you need to if you like snacks, have everything ahead of time going into it. The goal with the prep work ahead of time is that you can truly put it on autopilot. And that's it. So plan, prepare everything you need to, and put it on autopilot. Got that from Roger Rodriguez. Love that guy. That's all you have to do. So plan for everything. Right? Is it water? Is it electrolyte rich drinks? What supplements are you taking? What meals are you going to be eating? What snacks do you like to eat? And have that all purchased and ready ahead of time. Do you have time to prep your own meals? Or maybe this season, you need to find a meal prep service that you can use. If you haven't heard of it, Hot Logic, Amazon, get yourself one right now. You should have a way to heat up your food at the booth. You got power, plug it in, you're good to go. If you don't know about it, ask someone else on the team. They can tell you all about it. It's great. So that's the physical health, nutrition wise. Guys, mental health. Very, very, very important. The malls are grueling. It is long hours, just like the state fair. Be aware of yourself. Be aware of your feelings. Assess your own emotional state. You're gonna have negative interactions. Like some people kind of just suck. And you know what? That's okay. You're gonna experience it. But it's how do you handle it? So what? Oh well, who's next? Right? And it may bother you at times. It may be hard to just be able to turn that off. But if you start thinking about it now and you start preparing for some of those negative interactions, you should have strategies or techniques in your back pocket to be like, that kind of sucks. Look at your booth partner, say, hey, I need to get outside. I need fresh air. Give me 10 minutes. I'll be right back. If that's what it takes, that's okay. Go get some fresh air. Go breathe. Step out of the booth. Don't let that negative energy fester. Because if you let it bother you, that amazing customer, that potential kitchen at the end of the day that you didn't show up for because you weren't feeling the right way, you missed out on it because you didn't handle your emotional states. So be prepared for it. Be ready for everything and know how to handle it. So whether mindfulness, deep breathing, whatever it takes, know what it is you do. I have a good buddy of mine, James. For him, he literally has a journal at the booth with him. And for him, he negative interaction, he'll just sit down, he'll take a minute, he'll write it all out. He'll like aggressively write it out. And then he'll start calming down, just put it all on paper, close the journal, put it away. He's back on his A game. And that's it. So know what works for you ahead of time and be prepared to handle it that way. And the other thing is, we're the only people holding ourselves back. We all have self-imposed limitations that we hold on ourselves. Start overcoming them. That's it. If you haven't done it yet, what does that 5K order look like? What does that Ulti and cookware bundle look like? What does that kitchen look like? What does that 20K business gift order look like? What does it feel like? They're out there for all of us. It's possible for any one of us to close these orders. Don't hold yourself back with some sort of limitation. Just know that's possible. So again, work on that mental mindset now and always embrace a growth mindset. You guys have an amazing team, amazing group of people around you. I know that's probably preached all the time, but I just want to send that reminder, something that's really important to me. Everyone should be growing. I love hearing it, seeing it. I'm in the group me as well. All the positive news, all the updates, and hearing that every single mall grew last year. I wish I could say that for my two divisions. That was not the case, but awesome for you guys. I love it. And then again, whatever spiritual health looks like for you, connect with your inner self, whether it's through meditation, other spiritual practices, do what works for you. It's a busy season. On a note of that, let your family and friends know, hey, this season may be hard on me. I may not show up the best way possible, but I'm on a money-making mission this month because this is the best opportunity I have to sell as much Cutco as possible. And let them know ahead of time. And then when you are working with other people, share in the positivity, celebrate the wins, support your fellow team members. Definitely do not tear each other down. So the goal here is you want to minimize decision fatigue. Like I said, plan, prepare, put it on autopilot. You should just be going by the time you're in the booth, that you're in that kind of flow state. And that's what you're looking for. Cool. You guys kind of with me on that so far? Energy management. Cool. Awesome. Next thing here, guys, the customer experience. It's very important, but it's a little different around the holidays. Normally, we kind of like pre-qualify. We kind of get a little feel, right? People are like, they come up to the booth for a specific reason at a traditional event. It's not the same. It's not the same. Okay. You need to disrupt that interruption and quickly get into it. Hey, here, check this out. You've got to try this real quick, right? Literally like holding a knife out, put it in their hand. Hey, I just want to get your opinion on this real quick. Hey, I'm just curious, real quick. Right? Hey, do you have a quick second? Right? Quick, polite interruptions to get that wow. You're probably going to be cutting more pennies. You're probably going to go through more leather, and that's okay. You need to almost do a reverse demo, get that wow quick, bring it back, explain Cutco, work with them, and then uncover needs and cover wants, see where they're at, and figure out where you need to pivot and go from there. But you need that wow factor quick for them not thinking like, I need to get to the Apple store, right? I need to leave. Someone's waiting for me out here, whatever else. Like they should want to be there and be curious. They're like, what is this? What is this knife thing? All right. So having the best in-class service for each one of the customers that come in, right? So a couple ways of doing that, guys. Once you get them in there, active listening is so important. We're great at our scripts. We know what to say, when to say it. But is anyone ever guilty of just like steamrolling a customer? I know I am, right? Especially around the holidays, there's so many different needs. They can have zero interest in buying anything for themselves this time of year. And that's okay. Be ready to pivot. We're not trying to completely change people's minds here. We want to meet them where they're at and then slowly bring them up to have an understanding. So in that case, I'm going to do everything I can to knock out gifts first for them. And then if the budget allows, once their guard is down, they trust me, they like me, then we'll do gifts first, personal stuff second. So kind of inverse that way. But pay attention. Give those customers in front of you the undivided attention. Maintain the eye contact, avoid distractions. Again, it's a busy time of season. Get it. Don't have your laptop out. Don't have your phone open. Don't have one earbud in while you're still talking to a customer. Don't be doing all these extra things. Just give them the attention they deserve. And then always ask open-ended questions. Right? Quality questions are so important. So have them sharing their thoughts and feelings, right? What kind of knives do they like to do? What kind of cooking do they do? Who does most of the cooking in the kitchen, right? If they already own Cutco, what made you buy this in the first place? What is the things you love most about the Cutco you do have, right? How are you typically using your kitchen knives? Leave it open and then shut up and listen. All of that's going to be ammunition for you to use later on. And then after they speak, repeat the key points they said to you. Make sure you understand what they're saying and address any misunderstandings that may have come up as well before you move forward. So again, quick at the beginning, catch them, and then it's a dance. You guys are slowing down together, right? So find that energy, match it where they're at, and then you're in control and bring it and slow it with them. Another thing here, guys, problem solving. That's all we're doing. That's all sales is. That's all we're doing around the holidays. Solve their problems they may not even know they have. So uncover their wants, uncover their needs, and then take care of them. Because Cutco is always the answer. So offer those solutions in a way that makes sense for each one of those customers. And then around the holidays, go the extra mile. Make it make sense. You know, sometimes we give a little bit more, and that's okay than we typically would. You always want to make it worth it for them. One thing that I love saying and love reminding people, 3 reasons to buy from me at the holidays. We know it now. Hey, just so you know, Cutco's prices are going up every single year. And I've been doing this 12 years. I've personally been at this mall for the past 8 years. And we've seen it time and time again. February 1st, Cutco's just going to get a little more expensive. So the cool thing is Cutco has me here for the holiday season to service our customers in the area, to help them upgrade their collection they currently have, and get Cutco for new customers at an affordable price that fits within the budget. So the 3 reasons we're at the mall: provide service, sell more to Cutco owners, and sell more to new people. But say it in a professional way that makes sense and makes you the professional. That's why we're here. You bet every single person I talked to this year, when I'm at my mall, hey, by the way, just so you know, Cutco only has me here 9 days this year. That's it. And I'm on a mission to serve as many customers as I can, get as many Cutco owners to help upgrade or get gifts this holiday season, and get Cutco to a lot of new customers that haven't heard of us, seen the product before, or simply couldn't afford it at the time. That's why I'm here. That's it. And just share that mission with those customers because that's exactly what we're doing. So build that up with them, every single customer, every single time. Let them know why we are there. And then the last thing I love, one of my pro tips, if you guys ever gotten to your mall a little bit early, right? You have some admin to do, you kind of get there, maybe 30, maybe 45 minutes. And every single mall has mall walkers. You ever notice that? You're at the booth, you're at the kiosk, you're taking your time, you're talking with a friend, whatever else. You're getting pumped for the morning, listen to your music. It's Friday, some new music came out, whatever it is, right? You're having a good time, but there's all these people just walking around the mall because the mall's open. Maybe the big department stores aren't open, but the mall's open. So, guys, I decided I'm gonna work a little bit harder. My Cutco booth, 4 out of 7 days of the week, opened up 2 hours earlier. And it wasn't for these mall walkers. Sure, I got some of them, but I would do 3 service appointments before the mall was actually open. My Calendly calendar, like my scheduling calendar, would sometimes start at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, even though the mall didn't open until 10 or 11. That's my little golden nugget right there. I would go into the day on a random Tuesday, already at like 2,500 for the day, because I had customers come in that were ready to shop with me. I was able to sharpen the knives, take my time, zero distractions, all the attention, take care of them, sell them upgrades, sell them cookware, sell them flatware, sell them business kits, whatever it is, and get them out of there before anyone else was in the mall. So, guys, pro tip, if your mall allows for it, or if there's 2 people working, whatever it is, I love doing service early in the morning. Because I don't know about you, but I've had a lot of customers be like, Matt, I don't think I'd ever want to go back to that mall. And I'll be frank with them. I'll be like, you know what? I don't really want to be here either. I get it. So here's what I'll do for you. And by the way, I don't just have these openly available. I do choose when I schedule those people when I'm talking with them. But I say, hey, this is what we're going to do, Susan. So the mall doesn't open until 10 o'clock. Just for you, I'm going to wake up a little bit earlier. I'll meet you at the mall at 8 o'clock. You park right here. I'm right in these doors. You can't miss Cutco. You come in, I'll be there ready for you. We'll sharpen your knives. We'll look at all the new stuff. We'll get you all taken care of. You'll get out of there before anyone else is in the parking lot. Is it okay if I do that for you? Can we meet a little bit earlier that day? I know you don't want to come to the mall. This is just the best time to get it done for the holidays. What do you say? Does Tuesday at 8 o'clock work out for you? Sweet. So guys, get them in there ahead of time. It's a great boost for the day. I'm telling you, past customers, that was the key decision for me that really made a difference. If you have 2 people working in the mall, don't schedule service at the same time consistently. Communicate with your booth partner. If you are doing some service throughout the day, make sure they're offset 30, 45 minutes, whatever it takes. So I'll typically do like 45-minute appointments in the morning, 45-minute appointments in the evening, and then like an hour and a half apart throughout the day. That way I can still handle the new customers. I can still take care of other people, other things coming in. And what we typically do for service, unless there's those few in the morning when there's nothing going on, I don't know about you, but I don't want to have multiple sets coming into the mall throughout in the middle of my mall shift. But I do want to see these people. So now when they get invited for service, pull everything out, have them take a picture. And they are allowed to bring their top 5 pieces. So when I'm doing the ones in the middle of the day when the mall's open, I say, hey, just bring me your top 5 pieces and we'll get those taken care of. So that way you're not servicing everything, but you're still providing service, providing value for those customers. So provide service, service first, sales second. So by providing customer service, you build trust, you build loyalty, increase sales and referrals. And again, focus on that exceptional service. The sales are going to naturally follow. Satisfied customer makes a loyal customer to you. The last thing I have for leveraging those customers is a referral program, whatever that looks like for you. We don't have discount marketing product anymore, so it does make it a little different because typically that's what I would do is a discount marketing product. There it is. But regardless, normally I do, hey, if you bring in a customer that doesn't already work with me, so friends and family, and they spend over $300, you get a free accessory or a free gadget, whatever it is, or a discount off of their order, depending on how you guys want to do it. That's how I've most often done it. This year may be a little different. I think I'm going to do a bigger drawing, and there's going to be 3 ways to get an entry. So again, find what works for you, play around with it, totally fine. This is what I've landed on this year. So we're doing a drawing. I'm giving away $300 in free Cutco, whatever they want. One entry just for coming by and filling out a slip. Just coming by the mall and saying, hey, that's it. Here's my information. Boom, they're in the drawing. Second entry, if they place an order, any size, doesn't matter, they get a second entry. Third entry, if they have that customer come or the referral come and they also buy from me, $300 or more is that threshold. And that one's unlimited. So the referrals, however many referrals, they can continue to get entries into that. And guys, it's a no-brainer. $300 Cutco at a third. We spend $100. That's it. One referral from that program pays for the gift. So you could probably go bigger. You could probably do, hey, I'm going to give away 3 of these to my top customers, depending on how big of a customer base you have in the area, but have some sort of referral program. And when you're talking to customers in the area around that mall, let them know that program. Send them in to come see you, to bring their friends to shop with you and get every single person tied into your year-end goal, specifically what you want to sell at the mall and what your goal is through the entire year. So that's all I've got for you guys for now. I will be on later for the Q&A. Anthony, again, thanks for having me, brother. I really appreciate it.